drop your farm into his farm.
And here is, if you all are able to see us, hear us, please let us know.
Now, let us all enter into one of the most exciting segments. We're going to be having the live version of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very, very shortly. And today, all the viewers that are joining with us, all that are with us on social media, all the viewers that are with us on various platforms, and all the Paramashivoham participants, are all going to be blessed with the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very shortly. So let us all end by invoking Swamiji's presence with the Sadguru Vandana.
Nithyanandam
Paramasukam Kevalam Jnanam Vandvatitam Gagana Tattvamasyadhilakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Saradhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavahitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Namami.
Nithyanandam to all the viewers. Can all of you share with us where are you joining us from? Yes. In a few more minutes, we are going to be entering into our most awaited part, especially for all the participants that are attending the kickoff program, preparing for Paramashivoham. Yes, ready, because we are going to be having darshan very, 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 very shortly. Nice to see so many more people that are joining. Nithyanandam to all of you. I just wanted to start off with sharing something, because today we are going to be having the darshan of Vaishwara. We have been, especially all the program participants, have been preparing ourselves for receiving the healer's initiation and receiving the Bhava Samadhi darshan of Bhagavan Vaidishvara, and about the technology of spiritual healing. We've been learning many exciting, many different things. I just wanted to share with all of you one of my most powerful experiences. I was just 14 years old when this situation happened in my life. I was diagnosed with pneumonia and admitted in the hospital almost for a week. It was too much for me to handle at that time. I could not breathe and I was under life, and they were trying to give me various different antibiotics and nothing seemed on me. And at one point, like I think a week after I was admitted, the situation became so worse. The doctor said it's very difficult for me to survive, and they said they literally give up on me and that I have a very slim chance of surviving. 80% of my left lung covered with pneumonia patches, making it impossible for me to breathe. Because I should say, like literally, I was in a deathbed at that time, and it was frightening for me when I heard kind of what the doctors were saying and all of these things. Like after all of that happened and the doctors said they're giving my Purvashram parents had sent a message to one of Swamiji's sannyasis, and Swamiji conveyed back through them saying that I will heal her, I will take care. and this was, I think, 7 o'clock in the evening. I just then taken another X-ray. I was still under life support. I had then taken another X-ray, and they said that 80% of my left completely covered with pneumonia patches. And even doing a surgery was almost impossible because the chance of survival was very slim. Overnight, to another hospital in another state altogether. And with me, I had one picture of Swami. I just held on to that picture. I didn't take medicines. I did not want to take anything else. I even took my life support and I just slept in the car, shifted in a car. And the next morning, I woke up around, I think, 5 a.m. or something. And they took me again for another X-ray in a different hospital. When they took the X-ray, they were shocked because what was 80% covered just previous night in less than 12 hours, completely disappeared. And I'm here today talking to each of you. And completely that pneumonia disappeared. Doctors claimed it as a medical miracle. And just, I knew, and like people around that, it was just one of so many millions of miracles that Swamiji is continuously doing. Healing people out of extreme, sometimes difficult situation, or like people are walked out of chronic diseases like cancer. There are people that have been healed from even the diseases and disorders that were literally given up in the doctors. Today, there are so many that are standing as a testimonial for what I'm sharing today, because I'm just one of those millions who were healed by Swami. And today, all of us experience the initiation into this. Not just you receiving healing, but you are going to get the power to heal others.
Actually, this very quality of enriching, of constantly having that power to heal others, whether it is walking someone out of cancer or someone who's been in wheelchair all through their life and they're walking out of, they're being able to stand up and walk again, or whether it is experiences like hers, how they were literally able to, like, they literally walked out of the jaws of death, right? All of these experiences that gets in their life, it's just from one decision, from his existence is happening to constantly enrich anybody that walks in an breathing space, experiences that enriching. They experience the benefit, the fruit of that enriching of Swamiji. Now, why are we talking about this? Because Kailasa is founded in this principle. How many have told that, you know what, I want to manifest, I want to become a founding father or a founding mother of Kailasa? Raise your hands. Every one of you here, all the participants, every single participant that's putting a hand up and saying, yes, I want to be, please understand, somebody always very beautifully says that Kailasa never be, you cannot earn it. Like you cannot say, oh, I'll pay money and I'll become a Kailashian, or I'll pay money and I'll become other. No, that means every single person who has $1 million can become an Yajaman or a Karta. No, it doesn't like that. It is you manifesting. Kailasa is all about the space where you manifest experience. So the core, the crux, or the core foundation of Kailasa is this principle of manifesting. Swamiji says that the entire the foundation of this principle, right, of Kailasa is laid on this founding stone of enriching. We stand with the declaration of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole universe is ours. all the power manifestations, if you see, Swamiji defines every power manifestation with a core context to offer this power manifestation service to others. To use this service, whether it is a third eye, Swamiji gift and children who are able to have sight again. In every aspect, in every walk of life, the core foundation of all the gifts that Swamiji has given to humanity is to enrich. Now, in this, we are going to experience, we are all going to our journey of becoming a founding father or a founding mother KAILASA by enriching others. How many of you are in for it? How many of you are ready experience to manifest this dimension of Swamiji? His immense manifestation, so many times we have spoken about it, right? So many times we have heard, so many times we have experienced it also, right? Every single time, even when Swamiji is in intense samadhi, Swamiji will push himself, sit with us, spend time with us, isn't it? How many of you are touched? How many of you have experienced this dimension of Swamiji where he lives for others? How many of you resonate with it? How many of you connect with it? Please wave your hands. Just keep waving for a few minutes because there's a delay. And all the viewers on YouTube, Facebook can comment down saying, yes, you have seen it or you have experienced it. Please understand, every single of you that are waving hands, every single person here that's saying, yes, I have experienced it. It is because each of us have tasted. It is because Swamiji decided his whole existence is to enrich. He decided to take that one step. He decided to do the Tyaga. Millions of us are tasting the nectar of what Hinduism has to offer.
And understand, when you decide to save somebody, doing spiritual healing, being a part of this, and it's not just the healing that you do. You think this is a power of your third eye. This is something that's huge, more than any kind of charity or donation that you do. It's way higher than all of that. Continuously, how many of you, can you just give me a wave of your hand? Or if you're watching us from YouTube, you can put it in the comment section. Just to keep waiting, how many of you have been Swamiji? How many of you have experienced healing? Just wave your hands. Look, so continue waving. I just want to see all of you waving.
Wow, Manisha, Robert, Ramaya,
literally every
100% of you.
See, this, how you felt every time you got healed. See, today, like if I would have just said okay to the doctor's narrative and said, okay, that me, I cannot survive, today I would not be here. Swamiji just gave one blessing and saved my life. Like this, I'm sure that is one of me. It's not just me alone. It's like one of those millions of us who are here and who have experienced that healing you. And today you are going to become an to transmit this energy. How you are feeling now when you have been healed thing. You are going to become a medium, but through which you are going to get to heal others.
And please understand, this is not just healing. When you manifest this, you are literally manifesting that dimension of Swamiji, in which he exists, radiates for others. Where he lives, he exists, he constantly radiates his life for others. It is with the principle that Kailasa stands today as world's only Hindu nation. It is because Swamiji decided, come what it is, sun, rain or shine, whatever it is, whether it is storm, whether there's attack on me, whether there are people stopping, whatever happens, I will create a nation for Hindus. It is that one decision that Swamiji had today, not yesterday. Last 30 years of Swamiji's life, 30 plus years of Swamiji's life. Actually, from the very day he was born, on. It is that decision that made Swamiji start his Chaturma age as young as 3 years old. This decision of Swamiji to live for others that made Swamiji decide home just at the age of 16, where you and me, all of us would have probably been dreaming about getting into a good university or settling our careers. It is at this age, it is this cognition, this decision of Swamiji inspired Swamiji, which made Swamiji at the age of 20 to decide to lay the foundation of Kailasa, he'll accommodate his inner space to accommodate thousands of, to guide us all into this path of enlightenment. 20, right? Where all of us probably would have been searching for a job, trying to settle, to earn a good salary, to get things more stable in our lives. By that time, Swamiji was already building homes for thousands of us. It is this decision of Swamiji's which, after built a huge kingdom, Swamiji built a samrajya, a huge kingdom with thousands of ashrams, monastery campuses around the world. It is this decision which, even when all of them were just destroyed, again Swamiji was in a position to start from scratch. He said, I will do it with a face, and took the responsibility on his shoulder back again to build from scratch. It is this decision, this space, the Tyaga of Swamiji's, where he lives for others. Now, every one of us, when we say I want to experience that space, when we say, Swamiji, you know what, I want to be part of Kailasa, I want to manifest your space, Swamiji. It is just our decision to manifest quality of Swamiji's. Just pick up any of one quality of Swamiji's, and we all will simply start manifesting. We will experience, we too will experience of being a founding father or founding mother of Kailasa. How many of you are excited? How many of you want to try this unique way of manifesting Kailasa? How many of you want to become Sarvajna Pita Yajamana or Karta by manifesting powers? Keep your hands raised. I'd like to. Yes, of course, all the viewers on YouTube and Facebook, please comment. I may not be able to call out all of your names. How many of you want to use power manifestation to manifest your journey? Okay, wow, there's a lot of you. Yes, Ma Jalandarasthita, Ma Shivamai, Ma Hilde, Ma Irene, Ma Jadashakananda, Eddie Fasons, and Ma Purna Pandolikar, Ma Anusuya, Alok Avjitaya, Ma Darli, Bhushananandaya. Wow, it's wonderful to see so many of you waving your hands.
In the Mahabharata, in Anushasana Parva, very beautifully the sloka comes. This Vyadhinam Nripatinam cha Danashilam cha Bhushanam Shobhanam Bhushanam Shastram Sarve Tesham Pagrahaha. Very beautifully, it reveals how healing is the highest form of service that you can do. And this is the jewel, the real jewel that you can wear as that does not just in this life, but any life that you're taking further. If you have received this initiation of healing, this remains as an ornament on your forehead. And today you're going to get a very chance to be a medium, and you are going to be able to manifest this as a power.
Now, in this journey, every one of you who have decided today, I am going to manifest, I'm going to manifest Kailasa using powers. Because Swamiji told, right, Kailasa opens up, the sense of Kailasa can only be manifested. It can never be, you cannot get it through money, you cannot get it through power, you cannot get it through, no. You can only get it through devotion and the powers that blossom from the space of devotion. And that is what we are all going to be doing today. I request every one of you here, for the next 40 minutes or so, decide to spend your time sincerely into this. How it will walk you the path of a breakthrough. Are we all right? Okay. What we are going to be doing, each of you here are going to be manifesting powers with at least 3 near and dear ones in your life. It should not be someone within the program participants. It can be any of your friends, any of your family members. 3 people. Listen carefully, okay? The context of you manifesting, your decision to manifest should come from the understanding within you. You create 10 people who experience Kailasa, you will start manifesting Kailasa. Your inner space will open up to manifest Kailasa. That is why there's a very good story where Ravana, Ravana is, the evil demon king, yes, who abducted Devi Sita in the Ramayana. But also Ravana is one of the greatest Shiva Bhaktas. Like he had very deep devotion to Paramashiva, but devotion came from a deep arrogance because Ravana had everything. He had all the power. He had all the wealth. He literally got Lanka from Paramashiva. He got the Lanka Puri from Paramashiva as a gift. That made him think he can acquire Kailasa using his wealth, using his power. So he came, if I can get even Lanka from Paramashiva, why can I not move Kailasa? I have all the might. I have all the power. So Ravana comes and he decides to lift Kailasa from, he just decides to carry Paramashiva along with the whole Kailasa. So he comes, he lifts the entire Kailasa. The whole Kailasa shakes. He lifts. But Paramashiva, with a playful smile on his lips, just touches the ground of Kailasa with his right toe. He only puts his toe. Immediately, Ravana gets crushed under Kailasa. He tried to acquire Kailasa. He tried to get Kailasa through wealth. He thought money could get him Kailasa. He thought his power could get him Kailasa. But what happened? He was crushed. He then sang the entire Shiva Tandava Stotram, begging for Shiva, and then Paramashiva, out of supreme compassion, liberates him. But that beautiful story of how Tirunavakarasar, Appar, when he wanted to go to Kailasa, all he did was he just prayed to Paramashiva. He just sang. He just manifested. All he did was he decided, Paramashiva, I want to be with you. I want to manifest. I see you in Kailasa. For that, come what may, I will come towards you. I will keep going towards you. Literally, organ by organ, his body was failing. He became too old. So his body started failing. He gave away. Then he started crawling to travel to Kailasa. He started dragging his body. His sight failed. He still started moving. Lose his ears and other senses. Everything one by one, he did not stop. He sang the glory of Paramashiva, sang out of deep devotion. He sang beautiful songs, enjoyed like a young boy. He was traveling towards Kailasa. And you know what happened then? Wherever he was, Kailasa manifested for him. Shiva appeared in his own place and manifested Kailasa, gave darshan along with Paramashiva, Shakti, Ganesha, Subramanya, the entire Kailasa. That is why it is only for Tirunavakarasar to where he was, Paramashiva along with Kailasa gave him darshan. This entire Leela is played by Paramashiva just for us to understand Kailasa can only be manifested. Every time when Jesus says, you will manifest Kailasa, he says you will manifest. He will never say, oh, you will acquire Kailasa. You just pay money, you will get Kailasa. No. Kailasa state, Kailasa Padavi is a state where one experience of Kailasa, experiences Kailasa out of devotion. That is what we are going to be doing now. Take a few, connect to 3 of your friends or family members. You're just going to be experiencing the space of Swamiji. Few minutes, just sit exactly like how Swamiji is. Experience that space. Experience that tense oneness. The decision to radiate the quality is for others, like how Swamiji is. Sit with that decision.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Now, every one of you, sit in that intense space of oneness. Decide to manifest that yaga, that component of life is for others, like Swamiji. Every one of you here, please listen. It's going to be a very, very powerful process. Every one of you here are going to be sitting in the exact as Swamiji is. We will be projecting a picture of you. Every one of you here, you're going to be literally sitting in that exact form. Swamiji is having his hands in the blessing posture. You're also going to be having in your hands in blessing. If Swamiji has that Rudraksha Mala, if you have Rudraksha Mala, if you have something similar to a crown wearing, you're going to be literally becoming a replica of Swamiji's. You're going to experience a Sarupya Samadhi, which means in your physical form will be in oneness as Swamiji is. I request every one of you to please sit straight. You're really going to be embodying Swamiji. That is the best way to manifest Kailasa. Who can manifest Kailasa? Can me or you do? No. This Swamiji who created this entire Kailasa. So only he can manifest the Kailasa, right? All we need to do is just experience with him. Becoming Swamiji is the best to manifest Kailasa. So just decide to become Swamiji. Physically sit in that same form as Swamiji is. We will now be projecting a picture of Swamiji, and we request every one of you to connect to Swamiji exactly in that form. If Swamiji is sitting, you should also sit. If Swamiji is sitting, you should stand. If Swamiji is holding his hands this way, you should also hold hands this way. Exactly how Swamiji is doing. You have to mirror the exact same thing. You will live physically. Your inner space will start mirroring Swamiji. That time you will experience a beautiful divine fragrance emanate from your inner space. You will experience a dense fragrance starting to come. Then you will understand your oneness with your just in that space as Swamiji is. Are we all ready?
Are you all ready?
Now, going to be projecting a picture of Swamiji, and we request every one of you to manifest that intense space of oneness with Swamiji.
So now what all of us are going to do is you're going to be in the picture and exactly like how Swamiji is sitting, you are going to be sitting. Ready?
Now, come to the space of deep, any kind of doubts. Only if it is you, there will be doubts. Swamiji existing in your body. Literally, when you look at yourself, you should not see. You should see Swamiji sitting there. Just sit as Swamiji. Embody the space of Swamiji. Embody the Swamiji. The space of Swamiji will literally manifest. Swamiji, even if you fake like you are Mahadeva, you will start manifesting Mahadeva because he is waiting to flow through you. Even if you just act like you are Paramashiva, you will manifest Paramashiva. Act like you are in oneness with Swamiji, you will simply manifest Swamiji because Swamiji is waiting to flow through us. You just need to sit, even if it is playful, it is okay. Even if you think, oh, not really manifest that space, it is okay. But you just sit as that space of oneness with Swamiji. You will simply manifest that state.
Yes. Shall we all enter into this? If you're ready, please wave your hand. Or if you're watching us live on YouTube, you can post a comment. And just very, very, very shortly, we are going to be entering into the most part of our day, which is experiencing the version.
Now, sit as Swamiji, embodying the state, space, the very being of Swamiji's exact form of Swamiji's that
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let our biology become one with Paramashiva's biology. Let macrocosm we carry become one with microcosm. Let the microcosm we carry become one with macrocosm of Paramashiva. Let our organism organism become one with Paramashiva's organism. Let Paramashiva's organism become one with our organism. Let oneness become living strategy, living experience of all of us. Am the Mahavagya. Do it intensely. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Requesting everyone, please sit in this exact form. You can hold the same the way Swamiji is holding your feet exactly is holding. If you have jatas, you get it up just like Swamiji. You have some kandi or you have any jewel like how Swamiji is having, you can sit in the asana, have the same smile, exactly how Swamiji is. Literally visualize. When you remember yourself, you just remember Swamiji's form, not
Literally embody it. You fake like you're Mahadeva, you become Mahadeva. Even if you just act, imitate Swamiji, you become Swamiji. You just need to embody that, experience that form of oneness with Swamiji. Literally manifesting this entire experience. Just embody this form of Swami. You will, the moment you experience that space of oneness, you will be able to experience that fragrance. You will see the divine fragrance emanating in your inner space. You will experience that blissful fragrance of Swamiji's emanating from you. Will just smell. It will not be an external ambient. It will be your internal fragrance. You will just experience that intense lightness in your heart center.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
It's very nice to see many of you sitting. It's really nice.
And when you actually experience that space, really overflow with that immense love and compassion, the same space that Swamiji is in.
See, until the time you actually smell that same, it's not Jessica, you should have the hand in the same way. And
Paramashivoham.
Ananda Mahapurna laughing like anything. You experience it?
It could be any fragrance. It could be jasmine, it could be sandalwood, it could be rose, it could be any fragrance. You will just experience that divine aroma around you.
The things that you're experiencing, moment you start actually experiencing it, then you can relax, because that's the you manifesting this power, requesting everyone. See here, there's nothing that you need to do. You don't need to visualize, you don't need to manifest something, you don't need to get some answer, you don't need to get anything. Just sit. Swamiji is going to manifest through you. Sit in the same position exactly, literally embody Swamiji inside. Literally, see, like always, when you close your eyes, you have visualization of you. Sometimes you visualize your face, sometimes you visualize your body, like half of your body. There's a visualization of how you are, that you carry. Now, change that of Swamiji. You will just start seeing the immense fragrance emanating through you. Are experiencing this, please go to Facebook and post on our events page.
You can share with us what is the fragrance that you are experiencing, your fragrance. What is it that you are experiencing when you're in space blossoms?
As Paramashiva, inhale and exhale deeply with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Visualize, meditate, connect with him. He is a living, alive being. Drop your form into his form and dissolve. Remember, you are a Sarupya Mukta, means your form is dissolved into his form. All my disciples, now I am initiating Salokya Mukti, Samipya Mukti, Sarupya Mukti, Sayujya Mukti. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Please relax. You are experiencing that space of Swamiji's, right? You will experience that overflowing love emanating deep within from your inner space. Like how Swamiji constantly, he literally lives for others. Every decision of Swamiji's, whether the happening of Kailasa, whether being available for all of us, every decision of Swamiji's, this fundamental principle of life is for others. Now, when you are experiencing that, literally that space of oneness, that samadhi with Swamiji, in this space, please call the first 3 people that are going to come in your contact list. Call them. You are going to, from the space Swamiji, you are going to give them in their life with them. Just ask them whatever their issues are and provide your listening, and your only intention is to hear them and gift them the best in their life. So just connect to your friends, any people, please call and connect to them. It could be anybody. First 3 people that comes in your contact list, you're going to connect to them, scan whatever issues that they're having, just listen to it, let them share, and you're simply going to offer healing. You're simply going to spiritually heal them. You connect Swamiji, and you're just going to bless them, shower them with that auspicious, that space of oneness with Swamiji. Centering yourself in that experience of oneness. Found yourself in that base experience of oneness. Please connect to your family members. You're deep listening to them. You have to call and speak to them. Please call and speak to them. Not just please call and speak to them. Share with them, and you will literally see in your space, when you are embodying Swamiji, you will literally experience that powerfulness. You will experience that immense overflowing love happening in your inner space. Whenever you enrich another person, whenever you're speaking to another person, you will see how it will just lead for them to also have a breakthrough.
Take a few minutes and call.
Nithyanandam, everybody. I'm Ma Pranava from Oman. Actually, today I'm not here to talk about myself and my experience, which I have of 7 in IAs. But today I am here to talk about my mother-in-law, Srimati Lakshmi Devi Trignanam, and the miracles which IHE has created for her. And my mother-in-law, Lakshmi Devi Tirigyanam, was in wheelchair for past 8 years, and this is the 9th year running. And she had a hip fracture and was not able to move freely. And when my husband Shri Priyan, that is her eldest son, told that she has to do inner awakening, she was a bit panicky. All because that she was not able to move. Who will look after her? She has to visit the washroom every 15 minutes. And then when the first day, she asked Swamiji, this is her problem. And immediately he said, I am there, don't worry. Before this 21 days, I will see that you will walk. And today you can see her, the miracle happening. She's no more in the wheelchair. I mean, she was not able to get up herself. She needed help and not able to walk because she was scared where she will slip and fall. And today she's walking without anybody's help, only with the walker. And Swami yesterday, he said, today he will make her walk without that walker also. And we are just eagerly waiting for that miracle to happen. 2 years back, I brought my mother with the same condition. She had extreme gout problem. She was a heart patient with a block. The same miracle happened with her, and this is an experience I wanted her also, my mother-in-law also, to experience. And she is extremely happy, and she has no words, Swamiji. Actually, she had prepared to talk, but suddenly she became scared of talking. Extremely grateful and thankful, Swamiji. And I want everybody in this, especially people of Karnataka, to see this miracle happening. And everybody can experience that. And Karnataka, please open your eyes wide and look into this. And media especially has to open the eyes and look into this miracle. And nobody else can do except our incarnation, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Nithyananda Swami Ji ki Jai! Nithyananda Swami Ji ki! Nithyananda Swami Ji ki! Thank you, Swami.
This is just like, as you were sharing even earlier, I know literally, actually, I was there in this jury when this is happening, and she was sharing this experience, and we all got goosebumps the way the thing was happening. Like this, we have seen so many beings that have been healed and been able to walk out of some things like time disorders, diseases, and all those just be completely healed just through Swamiji's message. And for everyone that wants to experience healing, whoever wants to experience this healing in your life, you have an opportunity for this. You can go ahead and sign up for Paramashivoham. And the upcoming Paramashivoham is very unique. Everyone that is having any kind of physical disorders, disabilities, or mental disorders, physical diseases, anything have been struggling with, whether it's a skin issue, a physical issue that you're suffering with, everyone can be healed. And you are going to experience the powerful spiritual front avatar, just as many of these, many millions have been experiencing God. And now you can take a few minutes, connect with people, and channel that energy. You are going to radiate this energy, spiritual energy, healing to all people. We are going to receive, if any of you who have not received the initiation, you are going to be receiving that initiation today. And who have been initiated, you all can go ahead and do healing now.
And all the participants, if you are not initiated into healing, it's fine. When you manifest power, when you're literally in that oneness with Swamiji, even if you just do a body scanning to any way, in any which way, when you connect to another person, when you make them manifest, literally see how they will manifest, they will simply radiate that same space of oneness. All you need to do is just share. Only one step in. You just need to reach Swamiji to them. From that, Swamiji will do the rest of the miracles. But like how somebody else took that step to share the science with you, which has caused a beautiful transformation in your life, you are going to take that one step to reach out to them, your friends, so that they can have this in their lives.
Nithyanandam, I'm Renuka Sivakumar from Olympia, Washington, and I'm a financial analyst working for the state of Washington. Today, I would like to share about the power of Atmalinga. With the grace of Swami Paramahamsa Nithyananda, I have been healing my friends and families with my Atmalinga. It is so powerful and unbelievable how fast people get healed from small headache to severe pain instantly. Even I have had experience through Atmalinga when I had thyroid problems. I was put on thyroid medication because of the biopsy which was done on my throat. After this, my thyroid level was going up and down and I was on medication. After a couple of months, everything went back to normal and I am now free of medication. I would like to thank Swami for healing me completely. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Famous. And you are going to be connecting with people at the healing just with the same space you manifested. When we did the power manifestation, just use that same space to give healing to another person. Called 3 people. Here are the steps.
Your friends, the first 3 people that come in your inner circle, right? And you just call them the decision to give the best for them in their life. See, this first did, right? You are literally in that powerful oneness with Swamiji. In this space, anybody they have a breakthrough. You just need to decide to give the experience, the space, the state of Maha that you have received. Just manifest it with them. Don't have any expectation. Don't do with anything. You're only the space in you should be to give them this sign and scan their body. Just radiate that intense space of oneness. Swamiji will reveal you all the details in the third eye. You will be able to see clearly. But your focus should only be on gifting, enriching them, showering them with what is the best in their. Please chant the Mahavakya, everybody. Let's all take a few minutes to just space.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Sit as Paramashiva. Inhale and exhale deeply with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Visualize, meditate, connect with him. He is a living, alive being. Drop your form into his form and dissolve. Remember, you are a Sarupya Mukta, means your form is dissolved into his form. All my disciples, now I am initiating Salokya Mukti, Samipya Mukti, Sarupya Mukti, Sayujya Mukti. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Please relax now. Yes, you all can share this. How we were able to connect with how many people. Now it's time. Let us all get ready, prepared for the darshan.
It is time for all of experience that literally the experiencing that state, space and being of oneness with Swamiji. I request every one of you that manifested so far, please take a few minutes to share with us how many of your friends have you manifested this space? How many of your friends have you manifested this power with? And now, from this space of oneness with Swamiji, from this space of intense experience of oneness with Swamiji, let's all get ready to receive the darshan.
And just for all the Facebook viewers and the viewers, whoever is watching us live, you are also going to be experiencing the darshan now. You can just refresh and see, come back to the same channel and watch the new that is going to be starting very, very shortly. Thank you so much for joining us. In just a few more minutes, let us all get ready to receive the live darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Is enough for you to live absolutely, blissfully, celebrating, fulfilled, complete, intense